Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rusty 78609. I'm in CARRIZOZO, New Mexico on 12th Street, and I'm in a place where they have a lot of photos that are taken all over New Mexico, and I've got a gentleman here that's going to explain it much more in detail because I know nothing about art or photography other than I do videos. And anyway, your name is?
I'm Roy, with the Tularosa Basin Gallery Photography.
Tularosa Basin Photography?
Gallery Photography.
Okay, so what is this all about? What goes on here?
Well, we were founded in October of 2014 and basically compiling some of the best work in New Mexico photography. We've accumulated over 35 artists that have got their work displayed here. And we are just really pleased to have been able to have improved quality, improved customer traffic, more sales, and so it's on an upward incline. And we're just really ecstatic to have this here.
How long have you been here?
We've been here, we started in October 2014.
How long has this whole thing been?
The building, it's a Litz building, and it was built in 1917.
Okay, so this building's just been renovated for the art, for the studio, for
Actually, it's been pretty well maintained through the ownership through the years, and I'm glad because I graduated high school here, so this is my favorite building in CARRIZOZO. So, Warren Malkerson is the owner, and he's done a lot to maintain it and improve it.
Good.
So,
well, let's look at some of the art. Tell me about the photos that are here in the first part of the studio. There's so many, we'll never get to all of them, obviously.
Oh, I know. We got the New Mexico Magazine Photo Contest winners are on both the front panels facing the windows on both sides.
All right. And who judges these?
There's a whole host of judges. Warren Malkerson is one of them, and they probably have different judges, I would imagine, every year.
Okay.
I think this last contest, if I remember correctly, it was something like 2,500 contestants that they had to pick through to find the winners.
How many photos or pictures do you have here on display?
Well, we have about 25 of the New Mexico Magazine Photo Contest winners on display in here. And this was the first year that they had the mobile phone category added onto it. So you got the mobile phone camera shots in here. And and then the spin-offs of those, some of those photographers have decided to hang more work in the gallery as a result of that.
What are your hours, kind of, normally?
Well, we normally are closed on Tuesdays, and we do 10 to 5 all days except Sunday, which is 12 to 5.
All right. So if they're in the CARRIZOZO, Ruidoso area, drop by and check it out.
Right.
So
it doesn't hurt to look us up on the web. We're kind of easy to find under Tularosa Basin Gallery Photography. We've got Google entries, we've got TripAdvisor entries, and there's a phone number on there, so if you want to call first just to make sure that we're staffed.
Tularosa Basin Gallery.
Tularosa Basin Gallery Photography. We're also known as PhotoZozo, and the website is photozozo.org.
Okay.
And that's an alternative. We're getting that updated as time goes on also.
All right. Well, is it okay if I move around here and kind of show art as we
I'll give you a little talking tour.
Good. You go right ahead and I'll look at some of the photos.
Some of the highlights from New Mexico Magazine. This is our highest selling photograph in the
right
gallery.
Here? This is the highest selling photograph.
Yep. Bob McDougall took that shot.
I'm good right here, I think.
And he's also added another section of the gallery here of his own work as well.
Bob McDougall.
Yeah.
Okay. The prices aren't bad. It framed for $195. That's not bad.
Yeah, we get compliments on the reasonable prices that we have here.
Yeah, I would say they're for the art you're getting or the photo you're getting, I think probably worth every penny of it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, they spend a lot of time to get just the right shot. I mean,
well, too many folks think it's just taking a picture, but there's a lot of the photographers have to do a lot of setup. Sometimes they'll stay out overnight, and it's not always in the best weather. So get that shot, say for example, of the Milky Way.
Oh God, can you imagine?
Conditions. Yeah.
This one's $195, and this is Brooke Zwerner.
Yes. Correct.
From Washington, Seattle, Washington.
Yeah, the photographers typically in here are from New Mexico or have a New Mexico residency. The New Mexico Magazine Photo Contest folks, they're from all over the country. You'll be Colorado, California.
So it's not just for the people from New Mexico?
Right.
Okay.
That's what I understood. And so the gallery itself is all New Mexico photography. So that's one of the hard and fast rules that makes us New Mexico true.
Well, here's White Sands over here behind
Yes.
you. Recognize that. Yeah, that's a beautiful place. What is that? What kind of sand is that again?
That's a gypsum sand.
Gypsum, yeah.
Yeah. Nancy Gregory, this is her section.
Nancy Gregory.
She's from El Gordo.
Well, that's convenient for her to run out there, isn't
That helps.
Yeah.
And she's got some very nice
Look
shots.
at this one right here. How they took a crystal ball and shot that sunset, and it turned it upside down. How neat! Because crystal balls do that.
Yes.
Yeah,
Well,
that's-
Gary Manzanares is a up-and-coming photographer, and he's taken a few radical shots.
Yeah.
We had a White Sands shot here where he had the Zia sign, so it looks like we're going to have to replace that one since we sold it.
Yeah, these are like $85, which for somebody that can they go on the internet and order these?
So there's some of them we do. We haven't updated it, so these this last year has not been uploaded yet. So we're kind of struggling with trying to get the.
Well, could they call and order? In other words, if they saw
Yeah, I
something
can. What I do is we try to restrain ourselves to doing matted prints without frames, because I've sent them out when they were framed with glass.
It doesn't work.
And give it damages and stuff like it's getting harder. So
Okay.
now we do have when we step over here to the panoramas, we do have the ability to ship those out.
the panoramas?
Yes, the photographer's done this quite a bit, so we can arrange to
cool.
send some of these out. If it gets up to around 96 inches, then it has to be basically rolled up in a tube, and then they'll ship it to a framer that would stretch it onto the frame.
Okay, well, this one is $800, which is not bad for that big a photo. I mean, that's really pretty. Look up top. That's all aspen trees, I guess.
Absolutely.
I got one right, Nan.
Yeah, you done good.
I'm not totally dumb, a little ignorant, but not stupid. Okay. Oh, isn't that beautiful?
Yeah, beautiful black and white shot.
Yeah, it is.
We're working on trying to make something work for a customer in Brooklyn, and I hope to get them going on that. at
Isn't
some
that
point.
wonderful? Of course, I've got an RV. I'm traveling. I mean, I couldn't even put one in there.
Exactly.
But be that as it may, where's this one right here?
This is Midtown Ruidoso,
Midtown Ruidoso.
and
There-
caught it I think around Christmas time, and basically found it where there were no automobiles on the street and people. Probably around 3-4 o'clock in the morning, and just set up his step ladder in the middle of the median and took the shot, and
You got it,
didn't have to do any editing or anything like that. So
That's super.
it's beautiful.
It is, yeah. You're one in a million.
Absolutely.
Just one in a million shot. Well, if there's anything you want to show or tell me, just go ahead, because I'm too ignorant to ask a question.
Well, it's almost self-evident. You almost what I recommend, folks, is just drop in and check it out, because it's kind of like buying a used pair of boots. You got to get there and try them on to
See if it'll work for
see
you.
if it'll work for you.
Yeah. You got postcards.
Yeah, a lot of the photographers will do packets of postcards, and this particular ensemble is the largest ones we have on stock, kind of a legal size.
Uh-huh.
And so there are like 10 different scenes in there with the envelopes.
Okay.
So so you go from the cards we're dealing with $4 each. I think our lowest priced card is like $2.50 all the way up to like $10.
It says you can get 10 views, 10 cards with envelopes for $35.
Exactly.
Not a bad deal, guys. Some of y'all get out here and buy this stuff. Lead on, Chief. I'm a good follower.
And then we've got our
T-shirt.
our bargain basement wall. It's,
You got
and T-shirts.
Really, you got to have T-shirts.
You got to have the T-shirts. It's like
Oh, yeah.
charcoal, medium, short sleeve like that. You know.
Oh yeah, Photozozo.
Got PhotoZozo on
Got
it. If
it.
you want to take home a little bit of a
Yeah, look.
taste of CARRIZOZO, maybe you didn't find a photograph that's going to fit you.
And it's got the infamous donkey on it.
Yep.
Can't go without that. Yeah, how many donkeys do they have on that you look for? 10,
I
15?
think last quote I got from Warren is that they placed something like over 400 burros since they started that program.
They got over 400 burro?
And then there's quite a few in town that some have been moved off.
Oh, okay.
Some have been sold in Albuquerque.
Really?
Just all over the place. Yeah.
Isn't that amazing? But they're really interesting. The first time I drove through there and I saw that, I thought, how did that get up on the building? Who put it up there? Yeah. And then I went to the Chamber of Commerce, and the lady told me all about it. So
It was a great idea because what
It
they
is.
did is they got the local artists, they commissioned them to just have their way with their creative capabilities and paint them in all sorts and adorn them all sorts of different ways. The one that was down at the bike shop actually had the boots and the saddlebags.
well, you know,
Biker boot.
I like that. Yeah. Okay, lead on, Chief. I'm following.
We've got a temporary
Oh yeah.
studio set up to photograph the stars that we have making the movie Wander here in CARRIZOZO.
Yeah, I heard about that this morning. I mean, actually, I heard about it a couple of days ago. So they're photographing. They didn't photograph me.
I know. It's like
What
they
is-
left us out. I don't know what's up
the
with that. I
deal,
guess I
man?
don't rate.
Talk about stars.
Yeah, exactly.
We're
I mean,
just- we're just-
and we're bargain basement. But at any rate,
Yeah, we're
I guess
free.
next week we're going to have the rest of the stars coming in here sometime, and so they're going to finish the photography and
Really?
roll this up.
I mean,
But it's a nice place to be able to set up a mock studio or kind of a small portable studio.
well, yeah, it's great. Let's see. What is? Oh, look at this. This is under a bridge somewhere.
This is in Albuquerque.
Looks like it's under I-40, maybe, huh?
Yeah, the interchange. Dan Schaefer does a lot of Albuquerque shots, and his little cubicle has got a whole host of the new city.
You know, every artist or every photo artist has their niche. You know, their favorite thing. You know, like this is all city stuff, I guess, or city related.
Yeah, and it's got a lot of lines in it. He likes the lines. It's straight lines and shadows and
Yeah, I
light
see it.
and reflection, refraction.
Yeah, this is pretty good right here. Puddle of water with lights. These are good. Sally Thompson, is she a Aboriginal person?
Yeah, it does a lot of the Native American flavored photography.
Well, you're in that area. There's reservations.
Yeah, we've got a lot of great photography. We can move on. The Dupree Walking Shadow is local.
Say it again.
Dupree Walking Shadow is a local photographer.
Oh,
Mescalero.
Dupree Walking Shadow. Okay. And these little prints over here, what are they?
Yeah, these are nice little ones that folks will buy for smaller spaces if they want to adorn, and you'll have them for like $40 in this case.
Not bad.
And the wall we just passed with all the T-shirts on it,
Uh-huh.
where the studio's set up, is our bargain basement, so a lot of those are heavily discounted. And that would cover that whole back wall as the beginning of this year, and it's kind of like almost gone now.
Well, because everybody's looking for a bargain.
Yeah, they
that's
do.
why.
They're getting good values. A lot of them were former contestants in the New Mexico Magazine photo contest.
Oh,
Also.
Now, this building goes way on back, though.
Yeah, it does. We're do a little tour. We're going to give you some of the back areas and the Rock and Roll Museum downstairs, and then the downstairs is just really beautiful. You know, we use that for special functions, special shows.
Do you want to do that now, or?
We can. We just kind of finished.
Okay,
through here.
because
We got enough battery power.
I think I've got plenty of battery, but yeah, after about 20, 25 minutes, we're at 13 minutes, we're about halfway.
Okay.
Let me take a shot of this here. Yeah, the lighting's good here.
This is Theodore Greer, Theodore Greer, and from Hamas.
Get this guy in here.
Very lifelike canvas wraps.
Really?
Yeah, it's printed on canvas, and it just gives it a whole nother look.
Well, lead on, Chief. That almost looks like lava. or something. Pretty good stuff.
It is.
I'm telling you.
We have Wayne Suggs section here. Just, really beautiful shots. Really beautiful photography.
I know where he took that. He took that over at the Petroglyph site,
That's,
or one of the thousands that are here, I guess.
yeah, we're looking at Three Rivers area for a lot of these.
I stayed over there for a few days. Well,
Beautiful down there.
Yeah, it is. It's beautiful views, and the petroglyphs are fascinating. Always wonder if we really know what they're trying to say.
Exactly.
got a hardwood floor, folks.
Yeah, it creaks just like the original because it is.
The
A
old.
little collection of books for photography as well.
Got everything you need, ladies and gentlemen, for taking good photos. Even photos already taken.
It's inspirational. You'll have folks buy a book on photography and take up the art. This is our back work area, office area. Kind of going to the historical aspects of the building. This has always been the office, so it kind of reflects the period. It's not been remodeled.
Well, this is like a feed store or something.
No, it was actually mercantile,
Mercantile,
for a
okay,
good
sorry.
number of years, and then it also became a hardware store after that, which is not too much, not much of a change from mercantile. And then I think about the 80s, it kind of was going through a few changes. So it actually was a feed store for a little while, I think.
It shows the temperature in here to be about 75 degrees, and you don't have air conditioning, do you?
Well, we do.
Oh, you
We're
do?
glad to have air conditioning and heat because it could get kind of rough in here.
Yeah, I bet it can. Yeah, the old 10-foot ceilings and all of that.
We've got some of the smaller shots of the panoramas here from the Robert Flaherty. We got a little bit of a couple of them that are a little bit smaller, so you can fit in that space and still have appreciation.
I noticed you straightening that picture.
Yeah, I had to do that on occasion.
Well, that's something I do too. If something's not in perfect alignment, I straighten it
Exactly.
up. All right.
Go on downstairs, and then I'll see if I can get James to get ready for the tour of the Rock and Roll Museum.
Yeah, they have a rock and roll museum here, guys. We're going to check that out. I'm going to let the video go because most of you have, number one, never been to CARRIZOZO. Most of you, number two, may have not been in a photo gallery like this. This is you have
The
more.
largest and the best photography gallery of New Mexico photography in the state. So
Great. No brag, just fact.
7,500 square feet.
Oh, it's huge. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's huge. It's huge. I mean, it's a beautiful layout. So we're going to go down now?
Yeah, I think James and me already. Is James down there?
Yes.
Great.
It was great. It was awesome.
Well, we thank you. Come back often.
I will.
All right. This is the old steps trick while I'm holding the mic and the camera. So y'all see, if you see the camera facing flat down on the floor, you'll know I missed a step.
Yes. I'll try to catch it.
There's a good
Like-
shot of the floor, ladies and gentlemen.
I forgot to turn on lights down here, but it's a little
Go
dark
ahead,
on
go
the
ahead.
way.
We'll go through.
We've got the nice large area down here to be able to operate and have banquets and art shows. We'll have an art show down here for this next week, and so it'd make it.
Well, where is that girl going to do the dancing on the 17th?
I believe that's going to be possibly down by the Lyric. I'm thinking.
Okay. Oh, this is the Rock and Roll Museum here.
Oh, okay.
Hey,
How are you doing?
nice job, you loaded, man, loaded.
Yeah, well, it's good to see you guys. Hi, you
All
must
right.
be Rusty.
How did you know that?
You're famous.
Oh, yeah, right. I'm really famous, sure.
Yeah, well, this is,
What is your
our-
name?
James.
James, pleasure to meet you.
Yes,
I'll
sir.
shake your hand later.
Absolutely. Yeah, this is our little rock and roll museum that we have down here that,
I'll hold this.
oh, I'm sorry.
I'm just going to hold the mic so they can pick up your voice.
Oh, okay. Yeah, a lifetime of collection. Ever since I was a child, age of 10, living in San Francisco. We've got,
Did you have your own band or anything at one time?
no, but I was a roadie and I used to do the laser light shows
Did you really?
for Pink Floyd and a few other bands, Clapton, back in the day.
Oh, in the day. I remember.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, well,
You bet I do.
but a lot of this stuff I got as a kid.
Yeah.
And growing up around San Francisco. And then through the college years was Pasadena, Southern California,
Right.
Altadena, Pasadena, hanging out, guys with Van Halen. Handlebars Saloon no longer exists.
The
We used
good
to-
old places.
Oh yeah, the Sunset of Sierra Madre.
Were you there in the 60s?
I was there in the late I was there in the 70s and through the 80s
Yeah.
in Pasadena. I was in San Francisco in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same Haight-Ashbury or what?
Well, I was Palo Alto.
Palo Alto.
Menlo Park, Palo Alto.
Well, tell me about some of these instruments and
All right,
is there
sure.
a little history behind some of
Well, got a guitar signed by Crosby, Stills and Nash.
these? Good.
Interesting here, guitar signed by Aerosmith. All the members of Aerosmith with Steven Tyler's necklace.
Bully. That's
Yeah. Which I gave to Steven Tyler on our radio show at KGON in Portland. And he wore it for about half the tour till it broke. And he mailed me back my necklace and I sent him a new one.
But good for you.
But I kept the old one. I was going to keep it. You know, interesting mandolin, a little rare out of the Kentucky mandolin with a D'Angelo pickup on it with an adjustment. And
Well, do you play these instruments or can you?
I can, but as a rule, I got carpal tunnel in my left hand over the years. But I still go through my chords.
Whose harmonica is that?
Got that through a blues musician by the name of Paul DeLay, who passed away out of Portland. He was a blues musician. Got the guitar back here is in the movie Thelma and Louise.
Whoa.
32 minutes into the movie, it's in the background. And it's kind of interesting when she's calling up for her $5,000 in the movie. You'll see this sitting right behind the punching bag inside the apartment. But I was in movies for a while, so I've got some background stuff in here too from from some of the items. Yeah.
Well, how did you get involved in that? Just
In the
act-
movies,
yeah.
just I retired, and once I retired, I thought, well, I'm going to get back into it because my dad had his own television show
Right.
in the early 70s, and he went up against Archie Bunker and
my
All in
God.
the Family.
Yeah.
Terrible time slot. So as a child growing up, I had been exposed to it.
Okay.
But now that I'm retired, I thought, well, New Mexico is booming right now in the film industry.
Apparently it is.
Oh, it's phenomenal.
Yeah.
And so, at least up until recently, for the last 10 years, here in New Mexico, I've been a part of that. First movie as background I was in was 310 to Yuma with Russell Crowe.
I remember that one.
And the last one was background on the poker tables with Hell or High Water. So
What is this one they got going on now?
we have a film called Wander with Tommy Lee Jones and a few other people that are shooting here currently.
Is this part of the rock and roll?
Oh, absolutely. Come on back.
Lead on,
It
Chief.
just keeps coming back. We've got
Oh, yeah.
We've got the Alice Cooper and the Hollywood Vampires. We've got Hollywood Vampires are Joe Perry of Aerosmith.
Yeah.
Okay, it's Alice Cooper and Johnny Depp on guitars.
Well, what an act. What an act that was.
Oh, he's phenomenal.
But that was hard work.
Oh, and he's still working. He's one of the hardest working guys in the world.
In this group here.
Kiss.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
yeah, that was hard.
Signed album by Kiss, one of the 96 posters, their picks. We've got, by doing the laser light shows for Floyd, probably the only signed guitar in the state of New Mexico by all four members of Pink Floyd. And years ago, Warwick, who's the in charge of the rock and roll Las Vegas, the Hard Rock,
Right.
tried to buy this. And I sold him, I did sell him my signed Rolling Stones guitar and another guitar. Well, I no longer have my signed Tom Petty, but he bought a few of my things about
Good.
10, 12 years ago.
So that's one of the ways you generate a livelihood is by selling something?
No, I don't sell anything anymore. I did it 10 years ago. I'll never do it again.
Yeah,
But
you regret some of the
oh, I
things
do.
that-
I regret ever selling the Tom Petty guitar. I only sold a couple items, and once they're gone, I can't replace them.
But all of these things to you bring back memories.
Oh, of course. It's a signed guitar by Led Zeppelin.
Wow.
Okay. John Paul, Jimmy Page, Robert Plant.
And what is this gong over here?
Well, that was actually owned by the director of Jesus Christ Superstar
Really?
and Hair
Yeah.
out of New York. His name was Tom O'Horgan. And the interesting thing is, this gong is also in the background of the Blues Brothers movie.
Oh, really?
Of the original
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
When they crash into the music store going through the mall, you'll see this.
This is in there, right?
You'll see this in the background behind glass. Yeah.
Anyway, well,
Anyways, it's a nice rounded thing. Cat Stevens, most people don't even remember Cat Stevens anymore. And he wrote some of the
Best stuff.
the greatest songs.
Yeah.
Now, his final tour, 2016-17, and then of course,
there's a guy.
oh yeah, we've got the Eagles.
They did pretty good, didn't they?
No, they sure did, and now
Yeah.
we've lost Glenn Fry, but we're losing musicians it seems like every day we lose another musician.
Well, they're the baby boomer generation.
Well,
And I'm one of them.
they taught us a lot. I mean,
I'm growing up, but I'm growing.
well, this is interesting.
Go ahead.
The Graham Foundation, Bill Graham, and sent me the Last Waltz poster, which was, these are all first printed posters. These are all original. That's from the original Thanksgiving show from Winterland. And those are the original tickets and the handbill for, yep, those are the Pasadena boys. Yep, Van Halen.
Boy, I tell you, California cranked out a few of them, didn't they?
Oh, they sure did. Of course they did. Yeah.
Anyway, what is your name again?
James.
James?
Yes.
Yeah, if somebody's in the area, say Ruidoso, Capitan, or coming through CARRIZOZO, are you here most of the time?
I'm
for a
here
tour?
on Saturdays from noon to 4.
On Saturdays only?
Yeah.
From noon to 4.
From noon to 4, we're always, and if I'm not here, Roy's my number one man here
I
on
got you.
Saturdays.
He knows everything.
He knows quite a bit. Yeah, he knows a little something.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
you know. But
Yeah.
to know the history of rock and roll, you have to have lived it. You can't,
Yeah.
there's no books that I know of. Maybe there
No,
are.
sir. But let me show you this.
Go ahead.
This is an original Day on the Green poster from 1974. Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young with the band, with Joe Walsh, with Barnstrom, and a guy named Jesse Colin Young. I mean, people don't realize the artist of this is Joni Mitchell.
Ah,
And Joni Mitchell just wasn't one of the great female writers, singers. She also did the cover for the album.
well,
She's an artist, and she's got some phenomenal artwork. Yeah, high school classmates out of Menlo Park, Lindsey Buckingham and Stevie Nicks,
everybody.
Menlo Atherton High School.
See, this is what I grew up with in the 60s. Everybody had to have long hair and look shaggy. You had to have worn out clothes.
I still have long hair and look shaggy.
Hey man, I can't do it anymore. My hair won't do it.
Hey, Rusty, real quick.
Go.
But what's a museum without a little bit of Grateful?
Grateful Dead. You got it.
You
kid.
got it all back there from.
The whole room here dedicated.
Yeah, just about. Well, I got a little more Van Halen stuck back in there, but you got a lot of Grateful.
Yeah, I grew up with all this stuff, okay?
Yes, sir.
I mean, I was born in 1945.
Sure.
So, yeah, when in the 60s, 70s, all of this was much alive. This was it. And, the
Good.
good...
I want to show you something real
Sure,
quick.
go ahead.
These are original postcards that they would mail to you for free. In the mail. All you had to do was just sign up, put your name in the mailing list, and this is what you got in the mail. Oh, guess what? Look who's coming to
They
town.
don't do that now.
No.
Nobody does.
Nobody does.
Nobody does that. But again, thank you very much for your courtesy.
Well, thank you for
And
coming, Rusty.
you're open 10 to 4 on Saturdays in CARRIZOZO on 12th Street.
Yes, sir. In the basement.
In
of
the basement.
Photography gallery. Yeah, I'm sorry.
In the basement of the photography gallery.
Yes, sir.
All right, and where did... Anyway, guys, I'm going to go up the steps here and end... Go ahead.
I'm going to give you this.
Okay.
This was in the Ruidoso paper a couple months back. It's a whole section
The whole history of
on
the...
celebrating decades of rock and roll. Very well written by Pamela
I see it.
and out of Ruidoso, and she also writes for USA Today.
Very good, sir.
But
Thank
that's
you.
an article for you to take home.
You have a pure heart.
God bless you.
Thank you. Lead on. I've got to find... Now I can't find my way out. Good.
I've got it lit up.
Thank you for your time, Chief.
Yeah. I hope I didn't ruin it for you, Rusty.
Oh, hell, how can you... Man, you
Well,
can't...
can
You can't ruin my videos,
Yeah,
right?
well,
I promise you.
you may have to edit.
I don't edit videos.
It's all raw.
Never. And what you say is what you get.
Yeah, see you later, Rusty.
Thanks again, my friend.
Yeah.
The old borough, that put CARRIZOZO on the map.
Yeah, it's a great attraction, actually.
It is. You got to have a little gimmick, you know?
Yeah, it is. It works pretty well. And here has got a few other rooms.
I see you've turned on
Most
some of
of
the
the
lights.
infrastructure is still intact from the days when it was built. This is a steel chute. It's got a steel hatch up above, ready to just drop this stuff down. It was built when they had wooden crates.
And they'd slide down.
Yeah, and just slide them down.
Who's that character on the right there? Is that one of the employees?
And, yeah,
One of the originals?
Yeah, one of the originals.
Oh, I recognize that guy, girl, whatever it is. Well, there's Geronimo.
Yeah, we've got a few
Isn't that Geronimo?
original, prints.
1886. Well, how'd you like to meet him on a dark night?
Well, I'll tell you.
Woo, hello, America.
Yeah, these are great photographs. We're selling a few of them occasionally.
Now, there is a tumbleweed from hell there.
Yeah, if I can remember how to turn it on. It's,
Well, no, just let it sit
kind of a
there.
New Mexico version of how we decorate our plants. There we go.
Well, that'd make a good Christmas tree. Uh-huh. You think I'm kidding? I thought about doing that one time. No, that's huge. That thing, you get enough of those and they'll push a car over, won't they?
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, this place is huge, isn't it? Yeah, and
It is.
But in the boom time, see, this was big business in
Oh, it absolutely
CARRIZOZO.
was. It was where everything was sold, that everybody needed to
Is this your-
settle the prairie.
Is that your hideout over there where that rocking chair is? That's where you are?
Just sit down here and just
Chill out.
take a break. But what we'll have is the pop-up galleries where we'll have art shows down here, really quick,
Right.
quick and dirty. And so folks can put up their wares and we'll have a little reception for them. And the nice thing about it, for some of our larger deals, we'll have this table set up in the dining area.
So that you do events here, like, do they cater
We do
the
on
meals
occasion.
here?
This catered, so.
What?
It's,
Is this just for the locals or?
It's basically, the support folks that support the arts mainly, and a few folks. But yeah, they've only got room for like maybe 80 folks.
Do you ever have music here, live music?
Yeah, we've had a rock band in here last time for the last art show, and so
The acoustic.
set up back here, and
Well, yeah, you probably have to turn their speakers down to the low as they go, right?
it's got a nice acoustic effect down here.
Well, let me get up the steps here and I'll end the video. I just want to show you guys that I can get up the steps. I haven't done it yet, but I'm working on it. When you get to be my age, steps are not your friend. You have a pure heart, boy. Put you on the payroll. Anyway, your name again?
Roy.
Roy, thank you very much for your time. And if you folks are going to be in the area, CARRIZOZO, please drop by the...
Tularosa Basin Gallery of Photography.
Thank you. Open.
We are open 10 to 5 all days except we're closed on Tuesdays, and then we're open 12 to 5 on Sundays.
Very good. And your internet presence
Is photozozo.org is our website. Like I have to give that a caveat. It's being updated. We've got some of the work done.
But right now, they just go to PhotoZozo.
Yeah.
Very good. Anyway, thank you very much. I'll shut her down. I'll go through my normal ending, which is, my viewers have heard this so many times. Thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye-bye, buy anything you want anytime, but if you think about it, use the link to Amazon products in the description of all my videos. What else? Drink plenty of water. 3 or 4 quarts a day won't hurt you. It's good for you. It'll help you avoid gout, kidney stones, and it'll also help you lose weight because you'll be full of water and you won't want to eat so much. What else? Take deep breaths. Breathe in deeply, hold it for a few seconds, breathe out slowly. Why? That relieves stress, and relieving stress does what? Lowers your blood pressure. Is that good for you? Yes. What else? Stretch, 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 walk, walk, walk. Exercise your body once or twice a day. You'll never regret it. What else? Stand guard at the door of your mind. Do not let negative Nancy or negative Ned get inside of your head. That's your head, your brain. That's where your consciousness is formed. Stand guarded. Anyway, guys, enjoy your day. Adios. At ease. Bye-bye.